What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is TheFlyYoungGentleman here, bringing you another Forza Horizon 2 car reviews, and I'm excited for this one because, well, it's different. So, this is a DLC car. I'm going to lay that out in the beginning, just so you know, if you don't see it in your auto show, it is a DLC car that comes with the very first car pack ever released, the Mobile One car pack. It is fairly cool, and I do recommend picking up the car pack, but this car I decided to do it to see if you were on edge about getting the car pack or this specific car pack just for this car. This is probably one of the only good cars that came out of it, in my opinion, but of course that's my opinion, not speaking for everyone. Alright, so 10 out of 10 interior, that's for sure. Nice carbon fiber accents. The exterior is pretty cool as well, nothing too special. Kind of standard Jaguar design, but more modernized. Really good looking car. Now, let's take it for the road test. On the road test, I'm going to be going through the curvy roads here. I'll try and speed it up so you can see parts of it. It's fairly good at handling, but it's really lacking the lateral G's that would make this car an absolute beast. The aerodynamics in this car are not where they could be, so I really feel like it just doesn't, help this car very much, especially when we start upgrading it, which I'll get to in a little bit here in a moment. Alright, so as you can see in the road test, this is a very nice car to cruise in. I give it a high rating, but stock it is really not the greatest. Its close competitor, which would be the brand new Corvette Stingray, which I will do a review on soon, it outperforms. And this car here is a great car in the same class, and they really go head to head, and the Corvette Stingray stock is a much better car. Now, I have not upgraded the Stingray. I don't know much about it, so I'm going to toy around with it before I do the next review, which will be the Corvette Stingray. But this car is very good as well. It's just stock. It is not that much of a monster, but the upgrade potential is insane. And you're going to see that here in a minute. Some of the quicker review are actually going to notice there's a little bit of a spoiler about the upgrade potential here, but you're going to see that it goes as 3.5 second 0 to 60, a 7.6 second 0 to 100, and a top speed of 196.9 miles an hour, which are all pretty good stats. Only problem is you can see those lateral G's are not where they could be, and that's holding the car back. All in all, this car is pretty high-end stock, but not what I recommend. In the A-Class, there is better stock cars, but it can't be looked away from. It is a good car, and sometimes we forget because we're spoiled with our Koenigsegg Agueras in this, and this is a very good car. And with the upgrade potential here, you're going to see. Now, one thing you're going to notice is that I'm going to go through auto upgrade, and then I go through a custom. But what I end up discovering is you can convert it to a V12, and that's what I end up doing, going back and then converting that all over again. And you can see that we end up getting an extra about 40 horsepower, I believe. And the car, all in all, will end up going around pretty fast. It'll go about 240 something miles an hour. And if you actually fully maximize the gear ratios, you will be able to get it to 254 miles an hour. It says 59, but the best I could get was 254. Maybe one of the brighter of you in the tuning department can correct that and maybe make a better tuning set and let me know about it in the comment section down below. But all in all, once you get this car fully tuned, you're going to see that it's a tad bit ridiculous, but still pretty damn good. And on to notice that now that we're first taking off in this fully upgraded car, you're going to notice that I'm intentionally putting the pedal to the metal a few times, and you'll see me burning out even in high gears such as fourth, because this car has way too much power, and it's all on that rear wheel axle, and the power distribution is really it's pretty off. It's not the worst one I've seen, but it's bad. So what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to very slowly pull down the foot pedal, or on the, whatever you're using, push down the foot pedal. If you're using a controller, you're going to want to pull in that trigger slower than you would. You don't want to just floor it, and you will get a lot more traction and a cleaner start, and even it may lead to a better acceleration because you can actually launch the damn thing if you play in simulations such as I. But if you don't, then you can probably just floor it and you'll be okay. All in all, fully upgraded, this car is a beast. The only thing, now that I've showed you the upgrade potential, is that a lot of you very good tuners out there are going to be able to really squeeze out a little bit more performance from that 8th gear. As you will notice, it is an 8-speed transmission. 8. That's very high. An 8-speed transmission is something that you can do a lot with. It's better for fuel economy in the real world, but I noticed in this game, you're going to be able to notice that you can cruise like a champ. This car is probably in my new top 10 list of the cars to cruise with, and I will be doing a video about that one day. But for now, while I'm still limited in my car selection, this car is most likely 100% going to be even in the top 5 of my cruising list, just because I'll show you some clips here. You can cruise very, very well. In that eighth gear, you can keep your RPMs very low, and you can keep a very nice, steady, and manageable pace. And it's very nice. It's very good to cruise in, even fully upgraded, and I totally recommend it. So do that. If you're gonna end up buying this car and you want to cruise with it, that's what I personally recommend it for. I don't like to race this car. I feel like it's a great cruiser, and hopefully you guys can benefit from that information. So anyway, guys, oh, and don't forget, don't off-road in this car. But if you are going to be doing an off-road road trip, then this car does have that potential with that 8th gear. But it's a pretty good road trip car if you're doing it with your buddies, and you have no limits on it. You're just trying to go from point A to point B and cruise and relax. You will enjoy having that 8-speed. But yeah, off-roading in this car is really not very good at all. I don't know why anyone would expect it to be, but hey, you'd be surprised. There's some hidden gems in there. Some supercars can actually off-road, but all in all, this car is not one of them. It is a great car, and I fully recommend buying it. If you are going to buy the car pack already, I don't recommend fully picking up the Mobile One car pack just for this car. It's not worth it, but it is a good car, and a lot of you might enjoy it, especially for you guys who like to cruise. But you hardcore racers out there are going to skip by and maybe go for something else like that new Corvette Stingray if you're trying to stay within the parameters of this class. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, like, do all that good stuff, and have class and get that ass. Peace.